Well, today I finally watched this movie. Here we Right, welcome back to the James Allen Reviews. If you couldn't tell already, tonight I actually watched It's a Wonderful Life. I have my Christmas hat on, and I'm doing this review from my phone because, it's just the most better way for me to really do this video. So I'll talk about how I feel about the movie and all like that. But I'll just give you a bit of context. This is my first time seeing it. It's a Christmas classic. And I'll just say this, that I've seen other Christmas movies like Home Alone and stuff like that, but never seen this one. So if you want to know what this is about, it's basically about this guy, this businessman, who is trying to just have this life. He's trying to have a life with this woman, right? But there's a lot of things that happen in this movie where you're just like, you feel bad for this guy because his life is not really what he thought it was going to be. So he thinks that nothing will come of his life and he won't have a good life. But when you watch this movie, you realize very quickly that, there's a lot of things that happen in this movie. You realize that this guy isn't getting what he's wanting, and then when you get to the end of the movie, you realize, yeah, he got everything exactly the way that he wanted it, and he finally realized how important life is as a whole. So there is all of that. I will say as well that the black and white colouring and the screen didn't really bother me too much. Like, I don't really watch that many black and white films, but I enjoyed this movie. I actually thought a lot of the characters had a lot of personality. Like, you could just tell, like, the actors really put themselves up for this one and really cared about what they were doing, the way they were acting in the movie. There was passion, there was pride, there was a sense of believing in everything that you're doing while it's just fictionalized and things like that. So I do appreciate that about the movie. Also find it interesting how it starts off with how the guy that you follow, the main guy called George Bailey, is like he's like a bit young. You figure out he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, and then it kind of progresses his life. He gets older, and then after that you kind of just see all the highlights of his life when he gets married, when the business is at its highest point, and then when everything happens to his father and his father dies and all of that. Like, you see all the highlights, the highs and the lows of his life. So it shows you all of that in one go, and I found that quite good and quite interesting. And for most of the movie, you're like, is this really a Christmas movie? Like, it's so depressing and sad, and it makes you feel for the characters. But then when you get towards the end of the movie, it's like, yeah, there's a Christmas spirit and all of that. And you sort of see how our main guy, George Bailey, he basically tells this guy that's like his kind of angel sort of thing. He's like, you know what? I don't want to exist anymore. But then he realizes, wait, if I do that, how will I remember everything? So then he goes back on his idea. He says, yeah, I want to really remember everything again. So then that happens, and you see it all play out. It's like, oh, that place, the business was shut down years ago, and then it cuts to like how the businesses came back, and everyone at the end is there, his wife and all of that, his wife Mary is there, and everything comes together in the end. So overall, I enjoyed this movie. It's certainly a different Christmas movie because a lot of Christmas movies is like, oh, that Christmas spirit, and you see the Christmas tree and the Christmas music already there. With this movie, it hits you with like a really strong, deep sense of storyline, and then it goes into Christmas like pretty later on in the film, so it's quite different to a lot of Christmas movies. And I wouldn't go ahead and rewatch this movie just yet, but I definitely would go back and watch it at some point. It's gave me a new memory for Christmas, like, the fact that I actually decided to watch the movie and I've finally done it. And even though it's like a 1940s film, something is still quite good about it. Something is still quite interesting about it. And it's kind of made myself a new memory here because I've never seen it before. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review and stay tuned for more like this one. I just decided to do this from my phone because I thought that'd be the best way to do it because I just finished it today. And even if I reviewed it on my laptop, I feel like I still would feel this way anyway, and I'm obviously getting more comfortable doing the videos on the phone because it gives me a new way to do my type of reviews and another way to do it, instead of just doing doing it in the same style all the time. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews. This might be my only Christmas review out because, I have already had the Christmas reviews with the Home Alone and all of that, so there's only so much you can do with Christmas movie reviewing. So I thought, you know what, let's just talk about a movie I've never seen before, and It's a Wonderful Life is just happens to be one of those. Like maybe we'll find another Christmas movie to review, but for now, this is all I've got my mind set on just now. The movie It's a Wonderful Life. I'll probably give it about an 8 out of 10. It's not actually perfect, obviously, but it is an enjoyable film with a few bits. There's actually a few bits of comedy in the film. Like it tries to cheer you up, though it is a sad film. So overall, I enjoyed this movie. I wouldn't say it's like a masterpiece, but it is an enjoyable film with what it's going for and all of that. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews like this one, and I'll see you in another review on the James Ramon reviews. Bye.